Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and today what I wanted to do is really just a quick little channel update for you. Wanted to let you guys know that I am not going to be making any videos next week, and actually I'm not sure if I'm going to have any up past this point, so you're probably going to be on about a week, 10-day stretch of no videos from Youngblood, so to those of you that are going to be disappointed, I'm sorry. To those of you that needed a break from me, you're very welcome. But I need a break just like everybody else. It's not that I'm burnt out or bored. I'm just not going to be around very much over the next 10 days. So I'll be back at it, doing everything I was supposed to. One of the other things I started and just never got around to doing again was the Live on Lunch series, doing the live streaming. Well, basically I started it. Then the following week was the holiday. And then last week, and this week actually, has been crazy snow here in the Midwest, which has meant that I've had to do extra hours at work, and other things have come up, and then I'm not going to be around next week. So, just like everything else, when I start kicking the videos back into high gear again, you're going to also see the live stream starting to happen once a week again. Just didn't want you guys to think that I had totally forgotten about it. Just haven't really had a chance to do it. Also, you guys have probably noticed that I've started to put up some Nether gameplay, and right now it's me just really kind of figuring the game out and showing it off because it's a lot of fun and I'm enjoying it, and it seems like at least a decent portion of you guys are enjoying it too. Once I start getting more familiar and comfortable with it, I'll start doing some tutorials and guides and stuff like that, so expect to see more Nether content. Like I always say, if you're here only for Planetside, just don't watch the Nether ones. I don't really want to catch a bunch of flack for putting out another type of game because, just remember, just like you guys, I'm a gamer and I like to play various different games. So that being said, I do have a Nether 72-hour guest pass that I'm going to be giving away for one of my subscribers. So if you're interested in giving Nether a shot, just put a comment in the description saying that you're interested. And then actually just put in the funniest damn thing you can think of. And whatever comment in there makes me laugh the hardest, I'm going to give it to that person if they're interested. So let's all have a little bit of fun with that. Now, a couple of little notes that I wanted to talk about. Smedley had been talking about doing some membership changes. There was a whole list of things that came out. But ultimately what it ended up boiling down to, and I'll put the Reddit link in the description because there's a lot more information there. But basically, they had talked about doing a voucher for items up to 2,000. And what the problem with that was it was excluding Player Studio items, and there wasn't carryover with it, and it was kind of a hairy topic, and a lot of people weren't really crazy about it. So they're going to be sticking with membership, giving you 500 station cash every month. Now, with that, you're going to have to claim your station cash now. Now the good news is it doesn't ever expire, but you're actually going to have to take some action, and there hasn't been a lot of detail on how this is going to work. But basically, it's just not going to show up in your account. And it's kind of a compromise to what they were wanting to do. And the reason they were trying to get away from the station cash and go towards the voucher is really more of like an accounting theory where if you have a bunch of, basically people that have IOUs against you, it's hard to really account for all of your money. And I know we're talking about virtual currency and it's confusing, so if it doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. Basically, it's not changing that much. One good change that they're doing, though, is that they're actually going to be, all members are actually now going to be getting a 10% discount in the marketplaces. Now, I'm not really sure which ones. I'm assuming that means in-game, and I'm hoping that actually means with all station cash purchases as well, because that would be fantastic. I had something else I wanted to touch on with this. Oh, okay, and the memberships now are going to apply to all SOE games, or not all, but the vast majority of them. Basically meaning that if you've got a membership in Planetside, you're going to have a membership in the other games as well. It's kind of like an all-access pass to all of their games. So I'll actually put a link in the description because there's a lot of information that you guys are going to want to read about this. The one thing I do want to say is, though, I'm very proud of Smedley and crew. It was a very good job with them. They posted up what they wanted to do. And they listened to the feedback and put out something that sounds like it's going to work for just about everybody. It just kind of shows that, especially when things like implants and memberships and other really like financially topics are on the table, they do listen and react according to what the community wants. So, big thumbs up to SOE. It was actually a pretty good move for them. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about was I was randomly perusing through the roadmaps section, and I was taking a look at the death screen, and it's something that I hadn't really considered very much. And I'll slap up an image on the screen so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But basically now the death screen is going to show more about your killer. It looks a lot sleeker. It's really nice. It's going to show off your customizations. Like, so if you kill somebody and you've got some badass armor and some cool camo and maybe like a sweet hat and mask and all that good stuff, the person you killed is going to be able to see all of that now on their screen. Now, keep in mind, this is just a prototype and it's not in-game yet, obviously, so this could probably change 100 different ways. But if you're looking at this, you'll see what they're kind of moving towards is showing off, you know, what your kit actually entailed. Show your primary weapon, what your attachments were, etc. It's also going to show the same thing for whoever got the assist on you. So it's just giving you a whole lot more information, which is nice. It's also showing some stats down there. So you're looking at things like your total kills, your streaks, you know, KDR may be on there. I hope not. You know, score per minute, like those sorts of things. I think you're going to see various statistics actually on there. Not to mention progress towards various goals, like, you know, whether that be, you know, ribbons or whatever. So that's kind of cool. It's just a lot more informational. It looks a lot sleeker and nicer, and I like that. Now, the thing that they talked about, and again, I'll put a link in the description for this one too, is they kind of started talking about the kill cam. And they're talking about, and again, it's in the roadmap, so if you guys feel strongly, go make comments on this, because I think it's important that they get your feedback. But they are talking about actually implementing a kill cam. Now, they, meaning like the SOE and the devs, have said that they're not going to be doing a full-on kill cam, basically like you would see in like a Call of Duty, because they don't really want to give away the positions exactly. You know, the example they gave was a sniper that climbed up into a really sweet spot. You don't want to give that away. But they're toying with the idea of panning the camera in the direction of the player. Or another one that I think they said they took from Rel's idea was that showing the mini-map in the kill screen and actually highlighting where that player was at. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of either one of those ideas. I think in a game with smaller maps and with timetables and end results and wins and losses and those types of things, it makes a little bit more sense because somebody that you can't really move out of a spot has a bigger impact. In a game like Planetside 2, where kill-death ratio shouldn't even be really on anybody's mind, you know, there's so many moving parts, the maps are so big, there's different vehicles to deal with various threats. I don't think it really matters if there's a sniper hiding up in a mountain somewhere that's just racking up kills, but not really getting into the fight too much. So I would rather them just not even worry about this and focus their efforts elsewhere. I don't see a kill cam being worthwhile, and I also don't really like the idea of what it would do towards, you know, gameplay. I think in general, you know, if you really want to kill the guy and get your revenge, maybe you need to die 2 times to figure out where he's at. Or maybe you could just, you know, kind of figure out where the bullets are coming from, where your friendlies would see this person, and just kind of use your brain and figure it out a little bit. So I just don't think it's necessary. I'm going to be giving that feedback as well. Again, I just think there's other things that they could be working on instead. But yeah, so check out those. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm about to head out on my little break, so you know, leave some comments. You know, give me something for when I get back. Kool-Aid and I are starting to brainstorm for the next duality. Are there any other loose ends to tie up? I don't think so. So, take care, guys. Have a great, you know, week or so without me, and I look forward to getting back with you all soon. So, have a good one.